If you are fortunate to be working over the holidays, then you have been given a gift. Your talent is you giving to those who are watching or enjoying your acting. And you are being given an opportunity to perform. Another gift. Congratulations. I have found that working over the holiday, be it Christmas, 4th of July, or any special occasion, like a benefit concert, for example, they have plenty of mixed feelings attached. You might feel excited to have a job, but you might also be missing family and friends. You may not have an acting job right now, in which case you may be feeling left out. In today's episode, let's find out how to handle the holidays and your working/not working actor gratitude during the holiday. This is your holiday acting.
It's time for another episode of Casting Actors Cast. Here he is, your host, Jeffrey Dreisbach.
Well, hello, and welcome to today's episode of Casting Actors Cast. I'm casting partner Jeffrey Dreisbach with McCorkle Casting in New York. Happy holidays. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing really well, and I'm looking forward to sharing this outlook, this overview of what it is to be acting over the holidays or not acting over the holidays. But first, this is that moment of the conversation where I get to say thank you for tuning in to Casting Actors Cast. It's a real treat that you are here. I invite you to go to our website, castingactorscast.com, and there you're going to find some freebies. If you fill out the form that says dive into the talent pool, you're going to find a free book that I wrote on doing voiceover work called Conversation Pieces Out of the Studio, the voiceover workshop for professional actors. In addition, there's a video called Casting Secrets, What They Don't Tell You. But I'm going to tell you in this free 20-minute video all of these free things. Plus, you get to look at some past episodes and also Jeff's Jots, which are blog and show notes for each of the corresponding episodes. All of this to grow a community of like-minded actors, getting some information about what it is to be an actor, and helping you the best way that I can. So it's been an honor and a pleasure bringing these episodes to you. Now, this is that moment of the conversation where I get to thank my friends at Actors Connection. We have an agreement. I promote Actors Connection because it's a wonderful organization. They're doing everything virtual now, and there are professionals in the industry who are teaching classes, seminars, workshops, all kinds of really great opportunities for you to get into it, to feel really more comfortable and more confident. actorsconnection.com/New York. All right, thank you for that. Let's jump into the subject, holiday acting challenges. So if you've been given an opportunity to act over the holidays, let's say maybe you're in a Christmas Carol somewhere among the thousands of Christmas Carol productions that are going on right now. Congratulations, that's great. But you know, there are some challenges working out of town. I'm talking about theater gigs, but I'm also talking about if you find yourself close to a shooting schedule on a set. Maybe you're away from home. Any of those times that you find that you are having to act over the holidays, there are some challenges to talk about. One is stress. You know, there's enough stress about the holidays usually happening, not to mention the fact that you are now working and trying to have a holiday as well. So those obligations, having less time than you would like to do the things that you would normally do over a holiday because you're working, and especially if you're out of town. So it's very time management over the holidays is challenging enough. But now throw in the fact that you're a working actor over the holidays, it can be really stressful. The other is increased performance anxiety. I don't know about you, but you have to be extra focused, I think, sometimes. Performance pressure falls on actors sometimes because it's the holidays, because you feel like you have to do especially good work somehow. And that extra pressure can lead to additional anxiety, I think. Number 3, isolation, which is very common for everybody during the holidays, but can be especially challenging if you are away from home and feeling isolated over the holidays. That's something that I would caution to really take your own temperature as much as you can and try your best to not find yourself feeling that kind of lonely isolation over the holidays. It can be very damaging and can lead to depression, which is not anything to take lightly. It's something to really stay aware of. So taking your own temperature is a great thing to do. Just try not to feel like you are in an isolated situation. Number 4, oftentimes we feel during the holidays there's just simply reduced support. What I mean by that is, your agent's on vacation or away. Maybe your family and friends have their agenda, their holiday situation, and they're not necessarily including you because why? You're a working actor. So they may not be available to have the same kind of holiday spirited time with you because you have a performance schedule that you have to deal with. That can really punch, I think, a lot of buttons because we have these expectations that we've had since childhood. Now we're an adult. Now we're a working actor, so we're excited about that. We're happy about that. But also that family and friend dynamic, that has shifted somewhat, something to be very much aware of. So now let's talking about holiday acting alternatives. What I mean by that is when acting is not happening during the holidays. Number 1, there could be a lot of stress about the lack of work when the holidays are happening. It's very easy to fall into that, what the future is going to bring. And when you're not working over the holidays, there's just a sense of that you're not feeling quite as successful as you wish you could or would have. And so that can bring upon a lot of stress. We put ourselves under all kinds of additional pressure during the holidays, I think. It's true. I think that the stress exacerbates an already challenging situation as it relates to actors finding work. Number 2, there are, of course, limited performance opportunities for the actor. Those shows are cast. The Christmas carols across the country are already being performed. Maybe you auditioned and it didn't happen for you. So now you find yourself in the holidays and there's like nothing going on. There's not a lot of casting taking place over the holidays. You know that to be true. I certainly know that to be true. And so those limited opportunities can also make us feel, number 3, isolation, which can also lead to depression. Feeling isolated because of lack of work is a very dangerous place to stay in for any length of time. I just want to caution for those of you who feel that way. It's important that you really understand where you're coming from when you're feeling that way so that you can get additional help and support if you need to. Speaking of support, number 4, during the holidays, there's just reduced support. The agents are on vacation. Managers are gone away. Those people that are in your circle of influence and support are probably not there anymore. And so that can be problematic. All right. So guess what? As you can plainly see, there are very distinct parallels whether you're a working actor or not. Pretty much the same kinds of emotional roller coaster effects happen during the holidays. Many of these same emotions can affect your energy and your overall outlook, right? So, with that in mind, I have some suggestions to help you get a healthier perspective during your acting holiday or your holiday acting. 1, gratitude. That's probably, in my opinion, the most important thing I could share with you today. You are a working actor, period. Or you have been given time to reinvigorate yourself. Having downtime because you're not working can be so healthy and equally rewarding. Finding the gratitude in those situations is what I'm suggesting you do. I'm suggesting that you look for those things that you can feel more empowered. Number 2, a suggestion is to double down on planning for the new year. Prepare, promote, pursue. Those 3 P words can be extremely helpful during your time away from acting, or if you're in a show feeling a little isolated, this is the time to be planning for the new year. This is the time to feel prepared for what's coming next. This is the time to promote yourself. So whether you're acting or not, doubling down on your planning is a very, very useful use. Okay, I'm going to say that. A useful use of your time. It's a productive use of your time. Okay, so that's maybe a better way to say it. Number 3, I want you to embrace the moments you have as you are working towards the future. So, when directors say to you, I want you to be more in the moment, be in the moment. That's a common director note that actors get. But you know what? It's a great note for life as well. Embrace the moments you currently are in. Embrace what is going on right now with you. Because everything that you are doing now can actually contribute to the future you. And so really taking stock of where you are now and where you would like to be, those are all healthy pursuits in my view. Number 4, this is a little bit more of a philosophy than anything else, but success is really a state of mind. It's not sort of a tangible thing. I used to think as an actor, and this is true, when I was acting, I thought I was only successful if I was working. And that was the paradigm that I held on to for a long period of time. Well, you know what? It's all in my own head. I have complete control over whether I feel successful or not. And so knowing what I have control over versus what I know I don't have control over is a very, very healthy place to be, in my view. Number 5, here's a suggestion over the holidays. I want you to find ways to support others with your creativity. Okay, here's what I mean by that. Maybe this is time to have a nieces and nephews get together and teach them an acting class. Maybe this is the time to put a little pageant together. Maybe this is the time that you can volunteer at the senior center. Maybe there's an acting class for seniors that you might want to think about putting together. There are all kinds of ways that you can give that back. Your creativity, your talent can go into really helping others over the holiday. And guess what? You're helping others, but you know this, the reward comes back to you tenfold. It really does. You feel so good about being able to give to others, and now you're receiving in return. It's an exciting prospect. So putting yourself out there just a little bit may have rewards beyond your wildest dreams. Number 6, please have the perspective that your holiday acting is only temporary. Whether you are in a production or a show or a movie right now, or whether you are not, this is only temporary. This is not going to be like a forever thing. New seasons happen. The weather changes. People change. Situations change. There's all kinds of constant change going on out there. So is the same for your acting. Your holiday acting is only temporary. All right. Let me just say this. Some of the happiest memories I have when I had an acting gig was during the holidays. I had the most fun when I first came to New York City, for example. My very first professional job was working at Radio City Music Hall. And I actually did the Christmas Spectacular. What a cool time. Radio City Music Hall at Christmas time with the Rockettes, Rockefeller Center across the street, and it was my first acting job. It was like crazy cool. I also know that it was a lot of hard work. You're doing 5 shows a day. You're also, I can remember this really clearly, is that immediately after the end of a performance, we had to run back to the dressing room, put on our Victorian wool suits and get up, our costumes, so that we would then run to the lobby so that we could sing Christmas carols in harmony while people were exiting the theater. It was like a mad dash. And people are kind of walking by you as you're trying to sing, and it was just like weird. But you know what? It was also magical. So it was hard work and magical at the same time. But you know what? On the other side of that, I can also recall those moments when I was with my family during Christmas or during New Year's, or when I wasn't acting. But I remember that I was really grateful for the break. I was really happy that I could sort of put the stress and anxiety of what it is to be an actor on hold for just a little bit. It was as if I gave myself permission to taking that break. Now I understand. In both cases, I learned that acceptance and gratitude was the healthiest way to move forward. I no longer try to strive for the emotional highs like I felt when I was a child. There is only our current state of being, which is nothing more than a moment in time that will only be replaced with another moment. See, I know this to be true. Actors love the holidays because they can connect us to our inner child even more than usual. So something about the holidays and something about feeling that childlike wonder is a connection that I really enjoy. But also I think I have the perspective of what that is all about. I don't feel like I get lost into it too much. So my suggestion is to enjoy the holidays no matter where you are. It's that simple. No matter what, you can enjoy your holiday acting or your acting holiday. Thanks for watching and listening. I'm Jeffrey Dreisbach. This is Casting Actors Cast.
Thank you for joining Casting Actors Cast. Please don't forget to review, like, and share Casting Actors Cast wherever you get your podcast videos. Thanks. I'm Megan Grace Martinez.